easy steps to sell your home in 2024 for maximum dollars. First, we need to meet. That's the first thing. You know, you definitely want to call me. You want to call and say, hey, Jason, I'm interested in selling my home. The next thing for us is to game plan. And what that game plan looks like. We talk about your goals. We talk about what is it that you're trying to accomplish. We talked about the time frame in which you want to be in your new home. We talk about it all. At this point, it's all about you. It's all about my clients. It's all about my sellers. And so what we'll be doing in that meeting is going over and reviewing current competition. Selling homes is super competitive. Speaking about the different seasons, we talked about that before, right? That's why, you know, when you sell a home, it's all about reviewing and knowing what the competition is. What was listed, what was sold, how much it was sold for, how far is it from my home, the location. We have to look at the competition. What is the square footage? What is the condition of the home, right? Knowing that information will allow us to identify and price your home correctly. And in that pricing situation, we like to create what's called an auction effect, where we're having more buyers and more offers on your home versus narrowing down the price and make it or put it into a needle in the haystack is what we call it. So we like to create what's called an auction effect. And more often than not, whenever we're able to do that, it has allowed us to sell the homes for a lot more than it would actually sold for, because we have now created not just buzz, but we have created so much buyer traffic that we just happen to see homes sell a lot more whenever we are creating those opportunities for our clients. Once we set the accurate price on your home, we'll be talking about the launch date. On my team, we call this the go live date. The go live date is the date that we want to get your home on the market, right? And another thing that's not here, and I want to point out to you, is that we have this thing that we also do. It's called a coming soon campaign. What this coming soon campaign does and allows us to do is to advertise your home for 14 days without anyone being able to actually go inside the property. So in this 14-day time frame, what we're doing is we're advertising it, we're talking about it, we're introducing it to potential buyers, we're letting everybody know about the home. That's what we're doing on our end. We're getting all the marketing, the materials ready. And on your end, what you're doing is getting the home ready. You're doing all the things that we need to do to get the home ready for show, whether it's sprucing up the yard, whether it's cleaning, whether it's anything, whether it's decluttering, depersonalizing the home. So we use that 14 days in our coming soon campaign before we launch the house. Now, 14 days is the max. Sometimes we do 2 days, sometimes we do 5 days. It all depends on what is it that the client needs, right? I know a lot of times a client may say, hey, I don't want to speak to a realtor. I'm not quite ready yet. I'm going to be ready in 2 weeks. Now, that 2 weeks that you're going to be ready in, we could use that 2 weeks as a marketing tactic or a coming soon campaign that's going to also create buzz around your property before we actually have the property go live to the market. So all of that will be said and discussed in our initial meeting, whether you need how much time you need to get things ready. We're signing listing agreements or the agreements to sell your home. If your home is vacant, we'll definitely come in and bring in a stager. If it's not vacant, we're scheduling photography right away. And myself and my photographer typically arrive anywhere between 30 minutes to an hour, help to move some things around that weren't moved around before to get the home ready, even more ready for photos, right? And from there, We're launching the listing and we're just sitting back and watching the results. So, in a nutshell, that is how we go about selling homes for top dollars, not just in 2023, but throughout the years that I've been doing this. Or not just 2024, sorry.